If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. All documents based on the normal template in Word contain space for header and footer information. To view and edit the content of the headers and footers while working in a Word document, however, you must use the Print Layout document view. To add a preset header or footer to a Word document, click the Insert tab in the ribbon. Then click either the Header or Footer button as desired in the Header and Footer button group. Then select a preset header or footer to insert from the button's drop-down menu. Alternatively, to create a custom header or footer in Word, select either the Edit Header or Edit Footer command from the drop-down menu. Your insertion mark cursor then appears in either the header or footer depending on your choice. Alternatively, double-click directly into either the header or footer section in the document to edit either the header or footer. When you enter a header or footer in Word, your insertion mark cursor appears at its left side. You can press the Tab key on your keyboard to then move to the center of the header or footer. You can then press the Tab key on your keyboard again to move to the right side of the header or footer. After adding the tab characters, you can then just click into the desired side to move your mouse cursor to the desired tab stop in either the header or footer. The insertion mark cursor's location determines where the content you insert or type appears. In the header and footer section, then type or insert the content to display. After entering either the header or footer section, then a header and footer contextual tab appears in the ribbon. It contains commands for editing the header and footer. After entering the header or footer, you cannot edit the body of the document until you switch back to the normal editing mode. To quit editing the header or footer in Word, click the Close Header and Footer button in the Close button group on the Header and Footer contextual tab in the ribbon. Alternatively, double-click into the body of the document. To move between the headers and footers in Word when editing headers and footers, use the buttons in the Navigation button group on the Header and Footer contextual tab in the ribbon. To move to the current page's header or footer, click either the Go to Header or Go to Footer button in this button group. Alternatively, press the up and down arrows on your keyboard to move between them. If available, to jump to the previous or next header or footer, click the Previous or Next buttons in this button group. To link the currently selected header or footer to the previous document section to continue using its header or footer if available, click the Link to Previous button in this button group. To add page numbering to a header or footer in Word, click the Page Number button in the Header and Footer button group on the Header and Footer contextual tab in the ribbon. To add preset page numbering, then roll over either the Top of Page, Bottom of Page, or Page Margins command in the drop-down menu that appears, depending on where you want to insert the preset page numbering. Then select the page numbering to insert from the scrollable listing in the side menu of choices that appears. To remove the preset page numbering, click the same Page Number button in the Header and Footer button group on the Header and Footer contextual tab in the ribbon. Then select the Remove Page Numbers command from the button's drop-down menu. Alternatively, to insert page numbering into your insertion mark cursor's current location in the header or footer, roll over the Current Position command in the drop-down menu that appears. Then select the page numbering to insert from the scrollable listing in the side menu of choices that appears. Note that you cannot use the Remove Page Numbers command to remove this type of page numbering. To remove manually added page numbers, click and drag over the page number field to select it. Then press the Delete or Del key on your keyboard to delete it. You can also use the same method to delete many of the other types of fields you manually insert into headers and footers in Word. To format page numbering in Word after inserting it, click and drag over it to select the page number field. Then click the Page Number button in the Header and Footer button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. Then select the Format Page Numbers command from the Buttons drop-down menu to open the Page Number Format dialog box. To choose the page number style, use the Number Format drop-down in this dialog box. To include chapter numbers, check the Include Chapter Number checkbox, and then use the Chapter Starts with Style and use Separator drop-down to select with which style to start the chapters and which separator to use. To continue the page numbering from a previous document section, select the Continue from Previous Section option button under the page numbering section in the dialog box. Otherwise, to begin a new page numbering set for the current section, select the Start At option button and then enter the starting page number into the adjacent field. After setting the page numbering format, click the OK button in the Page Number Format dialog box to apply it. To insert a date time stamp into a header or footer in Word, click the Date and Time button in the Insert button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon to open the Date and Time dialog box. In this dialog box, select the format for the date and time stamp to insert. To update the date and time automatically when the document is opened, check the Update Automatically checkbox in this dialog box before clicking the OK button. To insert common document information fields into the header or footer, click the Document Info drop-down button in the Insert button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. Then select the field to insert, like author or file name, by clicking it within the drop-down menu. To instead select from a side menu of other commonly used document properties like title, roll over the Document Property command in this drop-down menu. To insert a field from all Word's available fields, instead click the Field command from the Buttons drop-down menu to open the Field dialog box. To view all available fields, select the All choice from the Categories drop-down at the left side of the dialog box. Below that, then select the name of the field to insert from the Field Names list. If needed, set any options for the selected field to the right of the list. Then click the OK button in the Field dialog box to insert the selected field. Also note that you can access both document properties and fields by clicking the Quick Parts button in the Insert button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon too. To insert building block content or auto text entries into the header or footer in Word, click the Quick Parts button in the Insert button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. To add a saved auto text entry, then roll over the Auto Text command in the Buttons drop-down and click the entry to add in the side menu that appears. To insert a building block, which offers things like page numbering with different themes, instead select the Building Blocks Organizer command from the Buttons drop-down menu to open the Building Blocks Organizer dialog box. Then click the building block to insert within the list in this dialog box. Then click the Insert button within this dialog box. When finished, click the Close button to close it. To insert a picture from your computer's file system into a header or footer in Word, click the Pictures button in the Insert button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. Then use the Insert Picture dialog box that opens to navigate to the picture to insert and click it to select it. Then click the Insert button in this dialog box to add the selected picture to the header or footer. Alternatively, to insert an online picture from Bing search results, click the Online Pictures button to open a panel where you can either search for pictures to insert by keyword or browse for pictures to insert by category. After searching for or browsing to the online picture to insert in this window, click to select the picture or pictures to add. Then click the Insert button in the lower right corner of this pane to add the selected pictures to the header or footer. Some documents need more than a single header and footer. For example, you may want the first page of a document to not show any header or footer information, but then show header and footer information beginning on page 2 of the document. To create a different set of headers and footers for the odd and even pages in a Word document, or the first page of a Word document, check the desired checkboxes in the Options button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. The different checkboxes that are available are the Different First Page, Different Odd and Even Pages, and Show Document Text checkboxes. Note that the Show Document Text checkbox simply toggles the display of the text in the body of the document on or off while editing the headers or footers. After selecting the type of headers and footers to add to your document using these checkboxes, then enter the specific header and footer information you want to appear within each header and footer you added. Finally, to adjust the distance from the top of the page to the header, or from the bottom of the page to the footer, use the Header from Top and/or the Footer from Bottom spinner boxes in the Position button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. To add an Alignment tab within the current header or footer, which also lets you add a decorative leader to the tab if desired. Click the Insert Alignment tab button in the Position button group on the Header and Footer Contextual tab in the ribbon. In the Alignment tab dialog box that opens, select the alignment of the tab by selecting either the left, center, or right option button. Then choose either Margin or Indent from the Align Relative to drop-down. To add a leader to the tab, select a choice from the Leader section or choose None to not have a leader tab. When finished, click the OK button to then add the tab to the current header or footer. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.